Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to English class in Firdaus Ali Khan Model School and College. This is Hassan Mohammad Imtiaz, Senior Teacher, English, Firdaus Ali Khan Model School and College. Today's class will be conducted on English grammar for class 9. And today's topic is selected transformation from assertive to negative. Today we will discuss the rules and regulations to change from assertive sentence to negative. Before starting the class, a reminder for you that transformation means changing sentence without meaning. Remember this very well. Okay, students, here is rule 1. How to change an assertive sentence or affirmative sentence into negative. Okay. In rule 1, you see here only or alone. Okay. These two words, if you find these two words in a sentence, then how you will change it into negative. What is said here is that only or alone এর পরিবর্তে উত্তর বাক্যের শুরুতে means তুমি যে বাক্যটা চেঞ্জ করছো সেই বাক্যের শুরুতে কি করতে হবে none but অথবা nothing but বসাতে হবে যদি প্রদত্ত বাক্যের সাবজেক্ট ব্যক্তিবাচক হয় তাহলে none but এবং বস্তুবাচক হলে nothing but এটা খুবই সাধারণ একটা নিয়ম তোমরা একবার এটা যদি প্র্যাকটিস করো তাহলে পরবর্তীতে আর কখনো ভুলবে না এবং তোমরা সুন্দরভাবে পরীক্ষার প্রশ্ন সলভ করতে পারবে ঠিক আছে সবসময় মনে রাখবে অনলি অথবা অ্যালোন যদি কোনো বাক্যে থাকে তাহলে অনলি অ্যালোনের পরিবর্তে none but অথবা নাথিং বাট ব্যবহার করে আমরা ট্রান্সফরমেশন করব অর্থাৎ নেগেটিভ বাক্যে রূপান্তর করব এক্ষেত্রে সাবজেক্ট যে প্রদত্ত বাক্যের সাবজেক্ট যদি ব্যক্তিবাচক হয় তাহলে none but ব্যবহার করতে হবে এবং যদি প্রদত্ত বাক্যের সাবজেক্ট বস্তুবাচক হয় তাহলে nothing but ব্যবহার করতে হবে Okay, here is some examples for you. The first one, only he can play good cricket. Okay, students, look here you find the word only. Okay, so according to the rule, what we have to do is we have to omit only and we have to put none but or nothing but. Then what we will put here? We will put here none but because the subject here is a person, he. So the negative, so the answer is none but he can play good cricket. Okay, look, none but he can play good cricket. Here is another example for you saying only the science students can apply for the post. Okay, only the science students can apply for the post. Here the subject is also person. For this reason we have to put none but instead of only. So the answer is none but the science students can apply for the post. Another example for you, yes, you have to do it by your own. Okay, so what would be the answer? Yes, students, the answer is the boy has nothing but 2 cars. The boy has only 2 cars, 2 toys, 2 car toys. The negative answer is the boy has nothing but 2 car toys. So we omit only, the word only, and we put here nothing but. Why we have put here nothing but? Can you remember or can you guess? Yes, the word only is used before a before an object that is a thing. Okay, that is not a person, that is a thing, the car. Okay, for this reason we put here nothing but 2 car. Okay, here it also follows another rule that we are going to be discussed the latter slide. Okay, so the next rule would be, okay, rule number 2, যদি only এর পরে বয়স বা সংখ্যা উল্লেখ থাকে তাহলে উত্তর বাক্যে only এর পরিবর্তে not more than or not less than বসে। ওকে, যদি অনলি এর পরে বয়স বা সংখ্যা উল্লেখ থাকে তাহলে উত্তর বাক্যে অনলি এর পরিবর্তে নট মোর দেন অর নট লেস দেন বসে। Students, look here. The only is used before a what? Before a number. Okay, before a number or age. So if you find this type of use of only, then you can replace only by putting not more than or not less than. Let's have some example here. The first example, you see, the baby is only 4. Here, only is used before a number, that is 4. So what would be the possible answer? The negative is the baby is not more than 4. Or you also can say that not less than 4. Okay. Here is another example for you. What is said here is that my brother have only 2 cars. Okay, here you see only is used before a number, that is 2. Okay, so you can put here my brother has not more or not less than. Okay, not more or less than 2 cars, either more or less you can use here. And as I said that in the previous slide, you said that you see that uh, only not more than and not less than we have not used. Okay, in our previous slide we have only used uh, nothing but, yeah, nothing but as the object here is a car. Okay, nothing but 2 cars. You also can use this. In the next example, you see that the tree has borne only 6 mangoes. Here only 6 mangoes. Okay, so what would be the possible answer? The tree has borne not more or less than 6 mangoes. Okay, I think you understand the rules, these 2 rules very well. Okay, because these 2 rules are not so difficult to understand, and you will be able to memorize, or you will be able to learn these 2 very easily if you practice a little bit. Okay, so what is next? Rule 3. Okay, so what rule 3 is indicating us? In rule 3 we can see that যদি প্রদত্ত অ্যাফার্মেটিভ বাক্যে মাস্ট থাকে তাহলে নেগেটিভ করার সময় মাস্টের পরিবর্তে ক্যান নট বাট অথবা ক্যান নট হেল্প বসে। এখানে উল্লেখ্য যে ক্যান নট হেল্পের পরে ভার্ব এর সাথে আইএনজি যুক্ত হয়। Okay, students, the rule that we are having now indicates us that if we find any sentence with must, then we have to replace must by using cannot but or cannot help. Okay, and there is another note for you, that you have to put ing with the verb if you use cannot help. Okay, if you use cannot help in a sentence, then the next verb will take ing form. Okay, so you have to remember this very well, and this rule is also easier one. You will understand it very easily after getting some examples. Okay, so here is some examples for you. The first example is you must yield to your fate. Okay, you must yield to your fate. Here the word must is seen to be used. Okay, so how could we change this affirmative sentence into negative by without changing meaning? Okay, so the answer is here for you. It is you cannot but. Okay, here we use cannot but instead of must, so the answer is you cannot but yield to your fate. Here is another example. You must care for your parents. Here you also find must in this sentence and you know very well what to do. So the possible answer is you cannot help caring for your parents. Okay, students? So if you practice in this way, you will very easily capture these rules. Okay, this is not so difficult one. Here is another rule, another example for you. Okay, change it by your one. You have 1 minute. Okay, students. So what have you answered is like that. Yes, they cannot but follow the rules of the institution. Institute. They cannot but follow the rules of the institute. Okay. Here you also can put cannot help. Okay. By putting cannot help, you also can change these sentences into negative. But remember that you have to use verb plus ing form. Okay. You have to use verb plus ing form for cannot help. So if you put cannot help here, the probable answer is they cannot help following the rules of the institute. They cannot help following the rules of the institute. Okay, I think you understand the rule. Okay, so we can change this one for the next. Okay, so here is rule 4. What is said in rule 4 is as soon as. Okay, you see here is here written in some words in Bengali. As soon as যুক্ত affirmative sentence কে নেগেটিভ করতে হলে নিম্নোক্ত নিয়ম অনুসরণ করতে হয়. Okay, students, you have seen many sentences where as soon as used. Okay, you are quite familiar with this type of sentence. So how can we change, or how could we change as soon as into as soon as sentences into negative? Okay, so here is the rule for you. As soon as এর পরিবর্তে no sooner had বসে, okay, the first thing you have to remember that as soon as is replaced with no sooner had. তাহলে as soon as এর পরিবর্তে no sooner had বসে, এরপরে প্রদত্ত বাক্যের ফার্স্ট সাবজেক্ট, এরপরে ওই যেই as soon as যুক্ত যে বাক্যটা রয়েছে সেই বাক্যের প্রথম যে সাবজেক্ট আছে সেই সাবজেক্ট বসবে, এরপরে সেই সাবজেক্টের রিলেটেড যেই ভার্বটা আছে সেই ভার্বের পাস্ট পার্টিসিপল বসবে। বিকজ এখানে নো সুনার এর পরে হ্যাড আছে, এই হ্যাডটা তোমাদেরকে সবসময় খেয়াল করতে হবে। হ্যাড অলওয়েজ টেক্স v3 with it, and then you have to put the object, related object, plus you have to put then. Okay, this word is so little but very important, and often students mistakes uh, by to use then. Okay, they sometimes write then, then sometimes omit then. Okay, you should not, you have to be careful about this word, that is then. Okay, and then you have to put প্রদত্ত বাক্যের সেকেন্ড সাবজেক্ট। ওকে, এরপরে প্রদত্ত বাক্যের যে দ্বিতীয় সাবজেক্ট থাকবে সেই সাবজেক্টটা বসাতে হবে, বা পার্সন যেটা থাকবে আর কি সেই পার্সনটা বসাতে হবে, প্লাস ভার্বের পাস্ট ফর্ম এবং অবজেক্ট বা এক্সটেনশন। ঠিক আছে, তাহলে প্রথমেই তোমরা কি করবে, অ্যাজ সুন অ্যাজ এর পরিবর্তে নো সুনার হ্যাড ব্যবহার করবে, এরপরে প্রথম সাবজেক্ট বসবে এবং ওই সাবজেক্ট রিলেটেড ভার্বের থার্ড ফর্ম এবং অবজেক্ট বসাবে, এরপরে দেন। খুবই গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা ওয়ার্ড এটা, এটা অনেক সময় ছাত্রছাত্রীরা ভুল করে বসো, তোমরা টিএইচইএন লিখে ফেলো অথবা ওটাকে বাদই দিয়ে দাও, তো এটা করা যাবে না। যদি এটা না দাও তাহলে পুরো বাক্যটাই কিন্তু ভুল হয়ে যাবে। সো এটা একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট, যার কারণে এটাকে এখানে হাইলাইট করা হয়েছে উইথ রেড কালার। এরপরে দ্বিতীয় পার্সন বসবে অর্থাৎ সাবজেক্ট, এরপরে ভার্বের পাস্ট ফর্ম ওই সাবজেক্টে, অর্থাৎ দ্বিতীয় সাবজেক্টের ভার্ব যেটা থাকবে সেই ভার্বের পাস্ট ফর্ম এবং অবজেক্ট এবং এক্সটেনশন যদি থাকে। সো লেটস হ্যাভ সাম এক্সাম্পল হিয়ার। Okay, uh, the first example for you: as soon as he called me, I responded to him. Okay, here as soon as, then the first subject and its verb and object, then the second person or subject you can say, and its verb and. Okay, so what is the answer? no sooner had, okay, we replace as soon as with no sooner had. Then the first subject he is used here and its he3 form called is used, and then the object. After that, then the word then, okay, is used, and then the rest of the sentence is kept as like as before. That is, I responded to him. So you understand it very well what you have to do. Okay, so here is another example for you. As soon as he saw the tiger, he shot it down. Okay, here the first subject is he and its verb is see, that is saw. Okay, here the past form is used. Saw, the object is the tiger, and the rest of the sentence you see this very well. So change it into negative. You have 10 seconds. Okay, students. So I think you rightly answered the question, and the answer is like that. No sooner had he seen the tiger, then he shot it down. Okay, no sooner had he seen the tiger, then he shot it down. So in this way, if you practice in your home, I think you will capture these rules and regulations of transformation, and you will answer in your exam very well. Students, rule 5. What is said in rule 5? Let's see. Every যুক্ত affirmative sentence কে নেগেটিভ করতে হলে every এর পরিবর্তে there is no বসে। Okay, remember it. Every যুক্ত affirmative sentence কে নেগেটিভ করতে হলে every এর পরিবর্তে there is no বসে, এবং every এর পরের শব্দটি বসে, এর সাথে কি বসবে? বাট। ঠিক আছে, এবং প্রদত্ত সেন্টেন্সের বাকি অংশ। সো ইউ হ্যাভ টু concentrate to three things, that is, there is no, and after that every এর পরের শব্দ যেটা থাকবে সেটা বসবে, এবং বাট বসাইতে হবে। তাহলে এই তিনটা বিষয়ের উপর তোমরা যদি নজর দাও, if you notice these three things, you can change this type of sentence into negative very easily. Okay, so let's go through the examples. Here is an example for you, that is, everyone hates a terrorist. Okay, everyone hates a terrorist. Here we replace every. Okay, and every takes a person, that is one. Okay, so everyone we will change into negative. There is no, according to the rule, we firstly use there is no, and after that we take a word, that is one. So every এর পরে যেই শব্দটা আছে সেই শব্দটা হচ্ছে কি one. Every এর পরে যে শব্দ আছে সেটা কি one. For this reason we take one here. There is no one, and then we put but. Okay, অর্থাৎ every এর পরে শব্দটা বসবে, তারপরে but। তাহলে there is no one but সেন্টেন্সের বাকি অংশ যা ছিল সেটাই হবে, অর্থাৎ hates a terrorist. There is no one but hates a terrorist. So in this way you have to change this type of affirmative sentence into negative. So what is here for another example? Everybody, here everybody is used. Everybody fears the lion. Okay, so how can we change this sentence into negative? We have to follow the rules. Rule number 5. So according to rule number 5, we have firstly we have to put there is no, then we have to put the word that is used with every, that is body, and then you have to put but. These three things, after putting these three things, rest of the sentence will be put just like the before sentence. Okay, previous sentence. So here is the answer, that is, there is no body, there is no body but. Okay, these three things is changed. There is nobody but fears a lion. Okay, this is very easy, I think so. And if you practice this one in your home, then you also can capture this rule very easily. Okay, so here is another example for you. Every child likes to play with toys. Okay, so the possible answer is there is no child but likes to play with toys. I think you understand this rule very well. So next, let's go for the next one. Okay, students, this is the end of today's class, because we will uh, advance, we will proceed gradually by learning the rules of transformation. If we capture all the rules all together here, then it will be it will seems to be a burden to us. So we will learn only 5 rules of transforming sentence from affirmative to negative, and here is a evaluation test for you. Okay, you have to change these sentences into negative according to the rules that we have learned today. Okay, and after changing these sentences, you have to comment me in my Facebook page that you are quite that is quite known to you. Okay, or I will call you over phone for getting the feedback. Okay, but you have to prepare this answer. Okay, I will check your answer sheet, or I will check your uh, what should I say, I will check your answers by any means, over mobile or by using Facebook or any other media, but you have to remember that you have to change it. Okay, so first you have to change this one, and then I will take your feedback. Okay, so this is the class for today. Okay, in our next class we will discuss some other rules about transformation of sentence from affirmative to negative. Okay, till then, hope you all well. Hoping your best of luck. Okay, today I am going to end this class here, and thank you very much, my dear students. Wishing your healthy life, healthy and happy life. I am ending here. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.